is Valley News Live at 4.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully you were able to get out and enjoy the warm weather yesterday because snow is on the way for some of us. Let's go straight to Hutch this afternoon for more on who can expect to see some flakes. Hutch?
Well, we do have a few flakes showing up on the radar as we speak, and our sky cam showing gray skies over the Grand Forks area. They're getting a little bit darker as a band of snow is moving eastward. Here is a look at the latest radar. As we head into the evening, we have rain showers exiting our eastern counties for you in Hubbard and Wadena counties, but stretching from Kitson and Roseau counties right all the way towards the James River Valley. We have some snow showers showing up. I want to tell you, where we see the lighter blue colors, nothing's reaching the ground. I checked area cameras from the Department of Transportation, and even this stuff in the Carrington area, a little questionable, maybe a couple flakes mixing in. But where it's dark blue here, some of those flakes are making their way down to the ground. We did see a few flying through our shot in the Devil's Lake area. Moving into Niagara now, won't be long. At 25 miles per hour, we'll be moving into Larimore and toward Grand Forks this evening. So be prepared for an insignificant shot of snow, but a cold shot of snow nonetheless, Stacy, as we try to get spring rolling. It's off to a slow start, but we do have some better news in the extended forecast for tonight. Get the jackets out. Wind chilly. It'll feel like it's in the 20s most of the evening as temperatures slip into the 30s and those north winds continue to blow. Odd details on a real roller coaster ride this weekend. We will have some fun outdoor time, but we'll have some snow and some warmer weather to talk about too. So we'll unscramble all of that in a moment.
Well, buckle up. Thanks, Hutch. A CDC advisory group has just approved the continued use of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. A nationwide pause was ordered after rare cases of a specific type of blood clot was reported in people who had received a dose of the vaccine. Just this week, a second woman from Oregon died after getting the J&J vaccine just before the pause was ordered on April 13th. The committee just voted 10-4 to continue recommending the use of the vaccine. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky says she believes plenty of people will still want the one-dose shot.
I think the FDA and I both feel strongly, and the CDC feel strongly, that we need to act swiftly after that analysis. But I do think that there's plenty of people who are interested in the J&J vaccine, if just for convenience, as well as for a single-dose option.
Next question.
Vaccine tracker. It's on the homepage of our website, or you can open your phone camera and point it at the QR code on your screen and tap the link that pops up. As more Americans are getting vaccinated, the conversation is now shifting to how we'll return to normalcy. Vaccine passports or digital health credentials are at the center of that discussion. They'd help you gain access to anything from work to stadiums or airports. VNL's Washington News Bureau reporter Jillian Angeline learns more about how this technology may help you get into your favorite concert or ball game.
2 shots in the arm done. Texan Rex Hollingsworth says he can't wait to get back to live concerts and hockey games, and he'll show whatever proof he needs to get there.
I don't care who knows I have the vaccine. It's a matter of, I just want to see the show. I want to get back to my life.
Tech giant IBM is working with more than 300 other public and private organizations to develop and test digital vaccine credentials, what they're calling smart health cards. It's a way to show you've been vaccinated or tested by showing a simple QR code living on your phone. IBM has already rolled out a digital health pass in New York.
Here's how it works. You download the app on your phone. The testing or vaccination site sends you a secured credential via an encrypted QR code. You then download it to your digital wallets.
Anyone without a smartphone can print out the code. The coalition of companies called the Vaccine Credential Initiative is billing the digital health cards as a better alternative to carrying around your personal documents. IBM's Jason Kelly tells me the app only provides your COVID status.
In a way that does not share anything else about me, doesn't record any of my additional data, doesn't keep it all in a central database.
But digital rights group Electronic Frontier Foundation is concerned. Requiring health credentials are an invasion of privacy, infringes on individual freedoms, and creates further digital inequities.
And we think that is a big step towards a surveillance system that we should not want.
White House officials say the federal government won't make COVID credentials mandatory. It's up to the states right now. In Washington, Jillian Angeline, Valley News Live.
Multiple states have banned businesses from requiring people to show a credential to use services. The North Dakota legislature shot down a bill that would ban vaccine passports on Wednesday. The Vaccine Credential Initiative members say they plan to make a standardized digital credential available to everyone next month. If you're looking for a ride to your vaccine appointment, Map Bus has you covered. They're offering free rides to and from COVID-19 vaccine appointments. All you have to do is tell the driver that you're going to get your shot, and you'll get a free round trip for each of your 2 appointments. President Biden is making a push for a green economy on day 2 of his climate summit with world leaders. The Department of Energy announced more than $100 million for new projects aimed at helping workers in hard-hit coal and power plant communities. But some Republicans have insisted those plans could harm communities that still depend on the fossil fuel industry. They also argue significant emissions reductions can't happen without cooperation from the world's biggest polluters. President Biden signaled the U.S. would work with adversaries like Russia to tackle the climate crisis.
It makes overwhelming sense, as much as the president of Russia and I disagree, that 2 big nations can cooperate.
While some of the world's largest polluters, including Russia, China, and India, participated in the summit and talked about goals, they did not set specific reduction targets. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum signed a bill into law today shielding businesses in the state from lawsuits relating to COVID-19. The governor called the legislation common sense protection against frivolous lawsuits. Burgum says the bill will still allow claims to be made in situations where an employer was willfully hurtful or reckless. The bill also protects an individual who manufactures or sells cleaning supplies from civil liability for personal injury, death, or property damage. With the rainy weather and temperatures changing, the Minnesota Department of Transportation is reminding you to be on the lookout for potholes. If you happen to hit one, you may be able to get some help paying for repairs. According to the DOT, they'll compensate you for if the damage occurred on a state highway. There are some caveats, though. Factors include whether the DOT should have been aware of the pothole and whether they had enough time to fix it. You can find the link to file a claim on our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story. There's an interesting item on the agenda for the next Morehead City Council meeting. The city is deciding if they'll be spraying for mosquitoes. The 2021 Cass County Vector Mosquito Control Agreement will be discussed at that meeting on Monday. However, council members say it'll likely just be a discussion. The move to stop aerial spraying for mosquitoes has been floating around since last August after what some call the Monarch Massacre, when several dead butterflies were found in the metro. Fargo Public School students will be able to get free meals next school year. The district made the announcement on Facebook today. Those meals are funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture as part of an initiative to combat hunger during the pandemic. The district plans to release more details next week. This week, we've been partnering with the Golden Drive to help children in need across our community. Due to overwhelming support from our viewers, we're going to keep it going for another week. Here's a look at how much food has been collected just since Monday. Hundreds of items like noodles, peanut butter, jelly, bottled water, and juice boxes will go to help local kids facing food insecurity. Every item collected, big or small, makes a huge difference.
School getting out. These children, they're without breakfast. They rely on schools for meals. They get breakfast, your lunch. You know, they're taking meals with them when they leave school.
If you'd like to help, you can drop off items at the West Fargo Fire Department. If you're trying to keep your kids reading over the summer, stop by the Little Red Reading Bus. The mobile library brings books, activities, games, crafts, and other programs into neighborhoods. This summer's route includes weekly stops at 8 West Fargo parks, 2 Fargo parks, and locations in Horace and Harwood. You can find more information by visiting thelittleredreadingbus.com. Quick thinking by a Morehead police officer is credited with saving a man's life. Authorities say last week Officer Zach Johnson overheard a call for service and rushed to the scene. When he arrived, he noticed a man without a pulse, so he started CPR. Eventually, an ambulance showed up and they used a defibrillator. The victim then regained his pulse and was taken to the hospital. The Morehead police chief says Johnson's actions saved that man's life and kept oxygen flowing to vital organs. Johnson is now the latest recipient of the Morehead Life Saving Award.
Endeavour launches once again.
In minutes, we'll head to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida for a look at a first-of-its-kind mission and its unique crew.
And we had some damp conditions here in the Southern Valley to begin the day. Those showers are exiting to the east end now as a cold front pushes its way in. Our temperatures are falling from highs in the mid-40s down into the 30s. I'll have details on some flakes tonight and an unsettled weekend ahead next.